Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a snowman. I'm tempted to sing the song, but it's not going to come out right. All right, so I'm going to walk you through step by step, so feel free to pause this video at any moment and complete the step, and then hit play again when you're ready to go on to the next. So first step, we're going to start out with a sphere. Okay, we're going to call this snowball number 1. What I like to do is change the steps to 24 here because it makes it a little smoother. I'm going to change the color here to white. And I'm going to take my snowball and I'm going to make it 35 by 35 by 35. Now remember, you have to do the length, the width, and the height. And I did that by clicking on this white box and then clicking inside these squares. Now again, you can also hold your shift button down and go in and out like this. As long as you're holding your shift button down, that will work. Okay, that is step 1. Step 2 is, if you notice, my other snowman here has a nice flat bottom there. He's able to stand up and the printer is actually able to print him. So I'm going to bring out a holy box here. Now with this holy box, I'm going to bring it down to 10. Okay. And I am going to adjust the sides to 40. Length and width of 40. And this way I know that's going to fit right inside here. I'm going to align the two just to make sure that my snowball is in the middle. And I'm going to click here and over here in this middle one. And then I'm going to group it. Now you notice it cut the bottom right off. I'm going to grab my triangle here and I'm going to bring it back down to 0. Okay, and now I know it's safely sitting on the bed and it will be able to print and stand up afterwards. Okay, now let's take a look at snowball number 2. Okay, again here I'm going to adjust the steps to 24. I am going to change the color to white and I'm going to change these 20 millimeters to 25s. Don't forget to do that height or else you're going to have an egg-shaped oval on your hands here. All right, now with this, I want you to raise it up around 20 millimeters. All right, and you can see it going up on the side there. When I get up to 20, okay, I can bring the snowball over, but you know, it looks straight there, right? But then you go look on the side, it's a little crooked. So we're going to align it. I'm going to click my alignment button and I'm going to click here to make it perfect. And now I may group that. Okay, and now I have a body. Now for the head, I'm going to bring over the head. And again, same thing. Change the color to white. Change the steps to 24. And for this one, we're going to make it 15 by 15 by 15. Of course, we are talking millimeters at the moment. For this one, I want to raise it up around 41 is what I found to be a good height for this. So 41 and then bring it over. And of course, you're going to need to align that. So I'm going to highlight, click my alignment tool, click here and here, and then group. Okay. Now for the eyes. Now there are no eyes made out of coal here, so we're going to use diamonds. Bring out a diamond. Okay. First thing I'm going to do with that diamond is I'm going to rotate it towards the front 90 degrees. Okay, that's 91, but that's okay. All right, I am going to turn this black. And now with these dimensions, I'm going to click on the corner and I'm going to do 3 by 3. And then you got to click here for the height, 3. And then you'll see you have a nice little eyeball right there. Now, I'm going to duplicate that eye right now because I'm going to use that for the mouth and I'm going to put it over to the side. For my eye, I'm going to come over here to the body and I'm going to raise it up roughly, I don't know, 48 or 49. Now, once I have it up in the air, I'm going to switch now to my arrow keys on my keyboard, those 4 arrow keys, and right now that's what I'm pressing. Okay, I'm not doing anything with my mouse at the moment. Okay, come back out a little bit. Check how that looks. All right, maybe out just a little bit more. All right, once that's in there, now what I can do is I can take that eye and hit Control-D to duplicate and then use my arrow key to bring that over for the second eye. There's no reason to make it twice, right? All right, that's looking good. All right, I'm going to group those in. Make sure I click multicolor over here to make sure that they show up black. Okay, and now let's work on that mouth. Mouth is kind of tricky. Now there's a couple ways you can do it. I'm going to show you one way. It's going to involve that duplicating trick. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to do Control D, and then I'm going to hit my arrow keys on my keyboard to the right twice. 1, 2. Then Control D again, and you notice it follows that pattern. Then Control D again. But on that fourth one, I'm going to raise it up 1 millimeter as well. And then I'm going to hit Control D again, and it follows that pattern. So I'm going to go over here and click on the left side, Control D, twice to the left. That one I'm going to raise up 1, and then Control D again. So what I'm left with is 3 that are on the ground and 2 that are floating. I'm going to group those. And I'm going to shrink this a little bit. It's a little bit too big. I'm going to change that 15 to 10. It's also going to give me a nice little curvature in it as well if I do that. I'm going to bring that mouth over here. And let's see how I should raise that. Okay, let's bring it up like that. A little bit more maybe. And let's back it into the mouth with my keyboard, into the snowman. Now for this you can align, since you already grouped the eyes, I'm going to align that mouth right here so I know it's right in the middle. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now for the nose, we're going to use a carrot, even though in the song it says a button nose. I'm going to use a cone. Now with this cone you can kind of make the nose any shape you want. Okay, I'm going to change it to orange. And I'm going to use the black boxes to push it in and out here. Okay, I want to make it nice and thin, like an actual carrot. Okay, possibly like a 3x3 or a 4x4. Okay, and then take a little of that height away. All right, once you do that, rotate it forward 90 degrees. And let's bring it over here and bring it up to the face. All right, so let's say 46 for now. Let's see how that works. Drag it in using my arrow keys. Let's see how that looks. Okay, we're going to have to go up a little bit higher. So 47, and I'm going to bring this out closer to me, hitting my arrow keys. Okay, now you can align that if you'd like, and put that nose right in the middle. Okay, looks pretty good there. All right, now I'm going to group it. Okay, and then lastly for the hat. Okay, 2 cylinders for the hat. Okay, now, especially with the cylinders, when you look closely, you can see it's not a true cylinder. Tinkercad works with an XY axis, so everything is straight lines. But if I make this 20-sided shape into a 64-sided shape, it looks a lot smoother. So I'm going to do that. Now, with this, I'm going to duplicate it, bring it out. And for this one, I'm going to lower it to, I think, 3 is a good one. And for this, I'm going to adjust it to, let's try 15 by 15. Let's see how that looks. And let's see if I can put that in here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now let's align that so that's perfectly in the middle. And then group it. And then I'm going to change it to black. Okay. I'm going to bring this hat over. Bring it up. Okay, and let's raise that up on top. Now it might say it's a little large, but again, you play around with how you want the hat to look. It's really up to you. Okay, now for extra credit, I've told the kids in class to add arms, a scarf, and some buttons. And then please send me the link to see how you're doing. Okay, so like I said earlier, when you're doing this tutorial, you can hit pause, you can practice, you can go back, you can hit play again, you can rewind, okay, you can forward just to the part you're stuck on. But anyway, I hope this helps, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in class.